Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, excellent control there. Very good. Splendid! Stay focused. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
What's this? That is how it's done.
Excellent control.
Here we go.
Not to worry.
Let us see this. There we go. Well done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. That is how it's done. I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Happens to the best of us.
Not that I mind.
Very good.
Let us see this.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when...
Thank you, but...
I appreciate. I transferred here from my mother. Before I knew it,
Is Wagadu...
Wagadu School of Magic, but it never seemed in.
Is Wagadu...
Its address is Mountain. I remember the first time, and then it just met.
This may seem an odd call.
Mostly, yes. But I...
You can cast...
Oh, yes. I find wondrous magic too. I must admit.
It's nice to...
Thank you for asking. I think... Until next.
Revelio.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans. If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using... Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
You wanted to speak with...
I did.
Well, now...
What's charming? Miss Onai is a talented...
Of course,
Miss Onai. Now, expect to hear from me.
Revelio.
Hello. How was your first day coming up?
I've been fortunate.
My brother William would tell you. Well, better see to my child.
And then the werewolves joined.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't be Peter Smack. She says it's a boot and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black!
Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
I never know
minutes. Half a bottle of flabbergasted leech.
Revelio.
Clockwise.
What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenore. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. If I know Hogwarts and... Have you gained... I did discover that Cast...
Are there other
Yes, a few. If I can work out the...
If I have the time.
I've been... Do come and find me if you stumble on...
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Revelio. Nice to see you, my young friend.
That I don't write down.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. The moth stopped. Perhaps I need to keep casting Lumos on it.
You're brave though, aren't you?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Lenora? You did?
I found the location to pick...
All very logical, Lissab. You have a knack for solving riddles. Well, I'm glad someone figured... The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
I really have.
Is everything all right?
You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. My arms get so tough, but I must have confused the Latin word for...
That sounds a rather...
Possibly. But where's the... I'd collect the books and remove the charm. Our meat told Madame Scribner that perhaps you could get them.
Why did our meet...
Oh, to be perfectly honest, Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stuff.
I suppose I...
Oh, I'd very much... If you could collect them...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Revelio. Lumos.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about...
Oh, you're...
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida.
Well, lesson learned. Now, to work out where I... Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to
Revelio.
why that picture was empty. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio.
Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster. I think we should have a moon calf in charge.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise... Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I look like Lamb.
Protego.
All of my students were this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well... All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I'm not much.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I enjoyed that. It was certainly good.
Practice. It felt more. Didn't expect him. Then again.
In fact, it was.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. You know. You.
Exclusive and...
Excellent. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules. Whether it's joining a secret duel, you just have...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? Look for Lucan Brattleby near the... Till next time.
Revelio. Revelio.
Toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you Praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Revelio.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed as did his containment. It was granted my privilege.
Sorry! What do you want? May we talk about this?
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match. It's our way of determining. And...
Of course.
I agree. Besides, your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. So...
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Expulso!
Perhaps one day I'll sign up for a round.
Nice work. There's strong competition ahead, but...
Brilliant.
I shall. Again, congratulations. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.
I feel sorry for your next opponent.
Just wait till I've grown a bit. Then we'll see how well you do.
Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Lumos.
Magical and mundane plot.
Revelio. Lumos.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one.
Revelio. Lumos.
Even Ferdinand Octavius Pratt gets hung pride of place, and here's me, yes.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Handy
Lumos.
resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, watch the tile under your feet. You'll set off something foul. Be careful. Has one person even tried to sort
Revelio. Lumos.
I was. I practiced. I don't know what Madame Gugal was. She's not that good at flying.
Lumos.
My brother promised me his old broom.
Housegoose can procure sick meat and...
Lumos. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first...
They did,
I heard as much. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite... I'd wager there's a...
Have you and Professor...
He continues to be reticent.
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet. Regardless, you must... In that regard, I've...
Professor Ronan...
In fact, Professor... Now, we've arranged to replace this...
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Oliver, you've managed your classes well.
Can you tell me more?
J. Pippin's post. Professor Sharp asked...
I've never heard...
A spellcraft. I shall explain more...
There's an Ollivander.
There is. Most people are familiar. Mr. Ollivander. I would trust...
I'm eager to get...
Very well. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsaio?
I'd like to go with...
Glad to hear it. He'll keep you well...
Rookwood?
Once you've finished, Professor Rowan, no time to waste. This...
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new...
Indeed I do. Fixes things right up.
That seems...
More frequently. As Professor Weasley, a number of your professors have I have arranged some for...
Why must I first...
No lesson or lecture. Such experience...
I'll start on the... This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Revelio.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant!
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I can...
Marvelous. Let us give you... Remember to be...
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Reparo.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out. Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Revelio.
new student were to help me with my sad...
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am?
I'm sorry the other...
That's kind of you. I wanted to make some new... My gobstone collection. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little boy?
Gobstones?
That's what I tried. People can be... Imelda is one of them. And now those poor...
Oh, rather...
I'll say. Anyway, I don't think I know the
Do you have...
If I knew that, whoever hid my...
Haven't you any?
Not really.
I'll see what I...
I'll be back to play.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for some obvious gobstones.
Revelio.
Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Revelio. Revelio. Protego.
Lumos.
Reparo. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Reparo. Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
What are you up to now? Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Revelio.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down. I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my...
Hello, Zenobia. I've found...
Really?
Common sense and...
Well...
Of course.
Oh, how now that I have all my gob...
I'm sure they'd be willing to...
Isn't it? Very well.
Revelio.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
I'm told you're in dire need. Is this your first?
It is. I have...
Well, Hogsmeade's a charming little place. I was glad Professor
Revelio.
Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Revelio. Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Potty's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Prance, Hoof and Sugarfoot. To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Those
Revelio.
places.
Levioso. Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Levioso. Levioso. Revelio.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Leviosa! Revelio.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Lumos. Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Prepare.
A Denny, guys. I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this?
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and...
Perfect. And a short list. I just have to pop into a shop to... Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
You can stop a thief in their tracks with Stupefy.
The young today aren't willing to...
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing. Curious indeed. 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 A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed...
I'm eager to try.
Indeed. And the bond between you... Do not be surprised at your new...
That sounds wonderful.
I'll let you get to it.
Revelio. Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. Though,
It's my first...
Is it real? You'll have read it. How may I help you?
Professor Weasley.
You're the student. I set your things aside. Is it not the most fascinating?
Are potions real?
They may not be as it's your first. I also offer it. But for now, what can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Revelio.
Lumos. Leviosa. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio.
Greedier than Nicholas and meaner than...
Lumos. Revelio.
An honest day.
Revelio.
I've been told I have a winning smile.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Leviosa. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
My father always told me that I've wandered. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
Lumos.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir.
Ah, the Dittany. Merlin's beard.
Not at all.
Well, bravo. Name's Timothy. I keep the car.
I suppose.
In addition to C. But what?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
Yeah.
I'm well suited to counting money.
Revelio.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio. Revelio.
Pardon me, sir.
Matilda, I take it you've had.
I'm afraid I haven't.
Ah, but you will. Of course it is not with. Stay the course.
That's certainly something.
And spellcrafts are incredible, but I shall let Professor a potting table.
I believe so.
Good. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Revelio.
I officially have all of my supplies. Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose...
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done! Look out! That's right, you lovely lads!
He's faltering!
A few more hits should do the job!
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on...
I suppose so.
Merlin's beard?
We are.
I'd say help is a bit of an under... If you are
Of course, officer.
Singer.
Repairer.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Repairer.
One first thing for Officer Singleton.
Revelio. Reparo.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, sir. I do.
Allow me to introduce myself. I should like to thank you.
I was happy to.
Frankly, you deserve an... I own Gladrag's Wizardwear, and as I suspect this won't...
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
It's the least I... now, let... Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two.
I'd say that I agree.
Perfect.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Revelio.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the Three Broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now.
No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Revelio. Revelio.